Hello, 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 you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back. In today's live, we are going to talk about my favorite topic, which is modern dating. This dating in 2026. But today I want to pull up some different clips of women on TikTok talking about their dating horror stories. My favorite, so that you guys know that I'm not making these things up, that these women are really out here going through it out here on the dating scene. So I'm going to give you guys some time to come into the chat. I need to finish up some chores that I started. I was actually outside cleaning my pool. I believe that I have a bit of OCD because actually cleaning the pool is my son Gary's responsibility. But today it was windy, and when it's windy, it just blows all of that debris into the pool. And instead of just waiting for Gary to get home and do it, I was outside in the middle of just getting those leaves because when the leaves sit in the pool, and if you don't get them right away, I have found that they will sink to the bottom of the pool. And then it's just so much harder, especially leaves, because the vacuum, what do they call that? The Zumba? Is it Robo Zumba? You guys know the vacuum in the pool. And so the leaves, when it's, larger debris, it'll get stuck in the vacuum. And so I was trying to catch it from the leaves sinking to the bottom, and then it's going to create a problem with that vacuum. And then the vacuum gets clogged, the filters get clogged, and it's just a whole ordeal. So I have literally just been, pretty obsessed with it. But anyway, I started that, and so I need to just go and finish that up really, really quick. And then I need to go and get Roxy because I cannot have Roxy downstairs. And I'm upstairs. She's going to attempt to come up the steps. And you guys know that she's on 4-week bed rest. So I got to go downstairs and get her as well. So I'm just going to give you guys time to come in. As you guys come in, be sure to say in the chat, where are you viewing the live stream from? Say hi to T-Bird. Say hello to your girl, like my grandmother used to say. You don't come into a room without speaking and saying hello, hello, as I say hello to you guys. So give me a few minutes, you guys. I will be back. I'm just going to give you guys time to just kind of load up in the chat room and speak to me, and then I'll be back in a few minutes, you guys. Okay, you guys, and I am back. I'm back. Okay, you guys. So, this is what I want to get into in the good video. Did you guys say hi to me in the chat before we get started? Guys, let me know. I want to see your chat. Oh, I wanna, I wanna see this, but I'm not sure what happened. Okay, yes, you guys. So be sure to say hi as you guys come into the chat. Let me know where you are viewing from. And be sure to hit the like button. Even if you cannot stay for the entire stream, be sure to hit the like button and feed the algorithm. Okay, you guys. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about these good dating horror stories because and dating this modern day, if you guys hear, that is my my good Coca-Cola. You guys know every day is a celebration for me. Wait, go down. The fish just got all on my nose. Anyway, and you guys know that I'm always talking to you guys about these dating horror stories, women and their experiences with this dating. And so I pulled up some of these dating stories that I want to talk about and kind of react to on TikTok. Different women telling their stories about what happened when they went out on these dates. Because I'm always telling you guys that this dating nowadays is so much different than dating back in the day. Like these women are really going through it. They're out here on the dating apps. This is another reason why I tell you ladies, stay off the dating apps. Because you're out here on these dating apps. You don't know what you're going to get out here on these dating apps. Then you go out on a date with these men that you do not know, especially on these apps like Tinder. I was informed that people will meet somebody on Tinder and then hook up with them the same day. The same day. And I was always just so amazed by that because I'm like, what are you guys doing that? One second, you guys. What are you guys doing that it's okay in your mind to meet up with a stranger that you just met? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, what is going on that you guys are that comfortable? I was talking to a young lady over the weekend and I was literally like, you are so brave. Like these women today, you guys are really brave to just meet somebody and then you're okay with going out on a date with them. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Hi, Marimich. Hi, Marimich. How are you? Hi, Ash. How are you guys? Yes, be sure to say hi as you guys come in and hit the like button. Be sure to hit the like button. So I was just telling the young lady, not the this past weekend, and I literally was like, you ladies are really, really brave. Like I would have never been this brave or courageous to meet an absolute stranger. And I know it's just a sign of the times. I know that this is just you ladies' experience right now. Like this is your life experience right now, that this is all you ladies knew. Like in your adult life, when you started dating, it was dating apps, it was online dating. So this is all you ladies knew. This is all you ladies know. But I am still amazed at how courageous you ladies are to get on a dating app and then find somebody you match with and then go out that same day, even go out the next day with a complete stranger. Like to put your life out there and meet up with a complete stranger. You don't know if you're going to be catfished. You don't know if the man is really as tall as he said he is. the race that he said he is? Does he have the career that he said? Like, you literally just met them, so you don't even know really anything about them. And yet you ladies are willing to meet these men in person, knowing absolutely like nothing about them. I just think that is so courageous. And oftentimes I'm just like, you ladies, this is very dangerous. This is very dangerous. And more often, we are hearing women having these horrific dating experiences and stories. Hey, Rachel. Hey, girl. Hey. These ladies are having these horrific dating experiences with these men. And oftentimes, you guys, it's not like, oh, the lady goes out on a date with this man and then she finds out, I'm sorry, you guys got to keep an eye on Roxy. And then she finds out that maybe he wasn't as cute as his profile picture. No, oftentimes, you guys, these ladies are going out on these dates with these men and putting themselves in some really dangerous situations. It's wild. It is absolutely wild. So I'm like, this is why, ladies, oftentimes I tell you, in my opinion, I think it would just be best for you ladies to just take a time out. I think it would be best for you ladies to just take a break. Like, what's wrong with just taking a break from this dating scene? If this is how bad it is out here. Like, if it is this bad that women are coming back online with these type of stories, you guys, if I were out there, you guys know that I'm celibate, going on my second year. I cannot wait to my second year anniversary. And so I don't have to deal with this at all. I don't have a dog in the fight, you guys. But sometimes I am just very worried and concerned about my ladies out there still going out on these dates with these men, putting yourself in just like these crazy situations. I want to know why. I can't. Rachel, I'm like literally just getting used to my whole system out here. And I'm just like, I can't see the whole comment. I'm going to pull it up though on my phone so I can see your whole comment. I see the beginning of it, but I can't see the whole comment. But I want to go ahead and let's start at the first lady that I want to show you guys. And she's going to talk about her dating experience. And so we're just going to react to some of these dating horror stories that these women have posted out on TikTok. And they're short, you guys. So we're just going to react to some of these and get our good conversation going. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see that still. This is the other thing that I want you guys to pay attention to. Look at how pretty these women are. You know, like you would, in my mind, I would always expect, oh, women would maybe have horrific dating stories and experiences. Like maybe if she wasn't a nice looking woman. Like men are not out here mistreating and abusing like really nice looking pretty women. But you guys, it just validates what I'm always telling you guys. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how pretty you are. These men out here are crazy. So let's take a listen to her story.
So bad. I think that I genuinely need to write a book. The most recent person that I had gotten back in contact with, because we actually went to high school together, he was love bombing the F out of me, right? And I noticed, like I was clocking it, but I was also giving it some more time just to see what would happen. He also was telling me about how he was kind of a caretaker for this older woman slash helped her get her business going. But then he also happened to live with her. And I was like, okay, so are you like her caretaker? Like what's going on? There started to be a lot of holes in his stories and
you ladies, look at her. You know how you'll hear a lot of these men out here and they're like, oh, these women out here, they wear too much makeup. These women out here, they wearing all these wigs. We like a natural beauty. We want a natural beauty. Is she not a natural beauty? And she is out here suffering with this dating scene.
A lot of red flags. And I would question him about these things because we hadn't seen each other in like 12 or 13 years. So when we first reconnected, we were talking about what we had been up to. And a lot of what he told me just didn't make a whole lot of sense. Some of it was true, but a lot of it was not. Mind you, this older woman who he has been helping, I met her like last summer. And I remember thinking, wow, she's so cool. She is such a baddie. Somehow, my mom knew of somebody who knew this older woman's daughter in law. My mom mentioned the name of this guy that I was talking to, and the friend immediately recognized the name and was like, you need to tell your daughter to stop talking to him right now. It ended up that my mom didn't even have to tell me anything because we had gotten into this disagreement. He said something along the lines of, oh, well, the maid slash housekeeper that lives with my dad, she raises her family there and she loves her life and her job. I'm like, she is doing that out of necessity, not because that's her dream job or living situation. And to think anything else is extremely tone deaf. Basically, he got tired of me finding the holes in his stories, okay? And he ended up being like, yeah, this isn't gonna work out. Come to find out, this 86-year-old woman that he has been helping and taking care of, he is actually sleeping with her because she is very, very wealthy. And the worst part is she thinks...
Wait. Did she say that the woman was 86? 86, like 86? And this man was sleeping with the 86-year-old woman trying to get paid. Rachel said, hi, boo. Hey, boo. She said she stopped dating African online. They are all married, looking for a green card or to come up. Yes, I have. Rachel, I told you this before. I have never been attracted to African men. I'm sorry. I actually saw a clip of, this might have been Tasha K's live yesterday. I'm not sure. But it was a recent live that Tasha K was doing. And she was talking about how these AI companies are targeting black women, promoting that these black women get AI robot husbands or men. And I didn't know, I didn't see this commercial. I've seen different promotions. You guys know I'm all into this AI. But I've seen different promotions about the robots are coming. Elon Musk, I think Elon Musk, his robot is Optimus. And then we talked before about the robot Neo. And we talked also about the robot Figure One. And now Figure 3 is out, you guys. If you guys have not seen the recent commercials, Figure 3, this robot, going all around the house, doing your chores, folding clothes, putting dishes in the dishwasher. Well, Tasha K played this commercial where it looks like they are targeting black women to basically get these robots as your man. Because supposedly black women are supposed to be the least desired. So Tasha K was saying she didn't like the fact that it looked like this commercial was targeting black women, like, oh, black women are so lonely, so desperate that, hey, here's a choice. Get yourself a robot. And she didn't like that. So Tasha K was saying that why not date an African man? I believe because Tasha K's husband is African. And so she was like saying to the black women in the good US of A, she was like, basically, open your horizons and consider dating an African man. As soon as she said that, I was like, hell no. Hell no. I have never dated an African man. I'm celibate now, so of course I never will. But I remember when I was younger, I knew plenty of women who also dated black men. I'm sorry, African men. And when they dated these African men, they literally were telling me their experiences. Again, I don't know from my own personal experience of dating an African man because I've never dated an African man. But what I do know is that the women I've known multiple women who have dated and married African men, and they all said the same thing about those. They were black American women who dated and or married an African man, and they all said the same thing about the African man. Controlling, 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 controlling. Oh, you gonna do what he did. Oh, you're going to do what he tells you to do. They all said that. I'm not saying this is for all African men, you guys. I'm just saying from the women that I personally knew who dated and or married this African man. They said that African man wanted them to be very submissive. You're going to do what he tells you to do. He is the leader of that house. And the other thing that they both said was these African men don't have not a problem with having multiple women. That's it, that's all. They all said the same thing. So, of course, having the personality type that I have, that never would work for me. So I remember being 19, 20 years old, and I was like, hell no. I would never date an African man. Not no, but hell no.
That it's this like consensual romantic relationship. He's only doing it because he wants the rights to her assets and money when she passes. And he doesn't see a problem with trying to get his name on her will and trying to get her biological children.
Wait, did I miss it? How old is this dude? Well, she clearly looks young as hell. But you know, black don't crack. She could be. She could be like in her 30s, although she looks like she's 25. How old is this dude dating or sleeping with this 86-year-old woman? When I tell you guys, these men do not care. These men do not care at all. This man is over here dating her, but then also sleeping with an 86-year-old woman, trying to get on the 86-year-old woman's will.
Off of the will. He told me that. And I said something like, that's weird. Like, you don't think that that's weird? And he's like, oh, people just don't understand. Thankfully, I ended up getting in contact with this woman's daughter-in-law, and we talked about it. She's like, Michaela, first of all, I'm so proud of you that you saw his lies very early, because there's a lot of women that have lost years of their life to him. He's stolen thousands and thousands of dollars from people. He's a con artist. He's a fraudster. He got dishonorably discharged from the military. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, and yeah, I'm sorry to say, but we have found them in bed together multiple times. We've walked in on them having these intense makeout sessions. He has kicked us out of her house that we have lived in for years, as part of an agreement to help take care of her until she passes. My husband and I were given a very short time period before we had to be out, and he controls everything about her life. He's 29. She's 86. When I tell you I had the most visceral fucking reaction, I wanted to vomit. Not because of her age, but just because, what a psychopath. Like, what the fuck? And this is why I need to write a book about all my crazy ass experiences. Because I cannot, there's no way this is my real life. Like every
Rachel just said the same thing. She said, I need to write a book. Yes. Yes. A lot of women are going through all these different experiences, and it's like, you need to write a book. I remember when I was still dealing with men, I had to be like maybe my early 30s, and I had so many horrific experiences with these men that people used to tell me all the time when I would tell my stories. They would be like, you need to write a book. And now, thanks to this good social media, we are starting to see that this is not uncommon, you guys. Like, this is not uncommon for these men to be doing these wild and crazy things. Now, these men, these young men out here are sleeping with 86-year-old women to get on their wheel. Oh, wait a minute, you guys. I'll be right back. I need to go and get my good meatloaf out the oven, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay, you guys, I'm back. You guys remember, I have to cook. Cooking for my family is very, very important to me. So I was just in the middle of cooking meatloaf, and so I went ahead and took it out the oven. The timer went off. The timer went off. Okay, let's react to the next one. Okay, so we got here from this lady. Her dating horror is that she found out that the man that she was dating was sleeping with an 86-year-old woman. Okay.
I desperately need to debrief with someone about this date I just went on. I got set up on a blind date from a friend of a friend. When I tell you I was so excited for this date, this is my first date of 2026. I have rushed from work to get to this date on time. I arrive at the place, he's obviously not there. Now mind you, I've never seen this man in my life, I've never met him, I don't even know what he looks like. All I know is his first name. I go up to the hostess, say his name and say I have a reservation. She says no, we're actually closing for a private party. Now Now I'm confused because I was told we had a reservation, and this hostess is being unnecessarily mean. She's huffing and puffing. Okay, you can sit down. I sit down, she snatches the food menu from me, says, we've already had last call.
Hey, zero tolerance. Oh my God, it's been forever. It's been forever since I've seen you guys. We are definitely going to do our lives. We are back on doing our lives every single week, you guys. As a matter of fact, I told you guys, be sure to turn on subscribe. First of all, yes, you guys, we have a goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers this year. I know you guys can help me meet that goal. You guys know that I'm always trying to do the most. So what if what if we could meet 10,000 subscribers by mid-year? January, February, March, April, May, June. So by June 30th or July 1st, would that not be the most? Thank you, Lance. Lance said, I'm subbed. Yes, you guys, be sure to make sure that you're subscribed. But also, wouldn't that be the best 4th of July present for me? If I had 10,000 subscribers by July 1st, I would be like, oh my God. Oh my I would be like, oh my God, you guys love me for real. You guys love me long time. So anyway, you guys, I have a goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers. So be sure to subscribe. And when you subscribe, make sure to turn on the bell notifications because I am absolutely going live every Thursday, but the times may change. And for example, next Thursday, I have a meeting exactly at 2. So I need to, or no, it might be 2 or 2:30. But anyway, I will not be doing the live next Thursday at 2. So I'm going to do it at 12. So that's why I told you guys, be sure to turn on your notifications because the day I'm going live, absolutely every week on Thursday, but the times may change. Also, turn on your notifications because I'm going to do some pop-ups with you guys. It may be a Friday, it may be a Tuesday where I just do a pop-up live and we just chit-chat, hanging out. I want to, I used to love doing when I eat my lunch, but you guys, I am back on, I eat one meal a day at 4 o'clock and I have to get everything in 1 hour. So I eat all of what I'm going to eat for that day between 4 and 5. And so that's why I don't do a lot of the eating. Although I love having my lunch with you guys, I literally basically don't have lunch anymore. I'm just having my dinner and I don't break my fast until 4 o'clock. So anyway, I kind of work around that as well when I'm trying to schedule my lives. But you guys be sure to turn on the bell notifications so that you guys know when I am going to go live. And of course, you guys know that I upload videos daily at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Zero, what'd you say? No way. Zero tolerance says, I can see your weight loss looking great. Really? You know that when you see yourself every day, you can't see it. So thank you so much. I have been losing weight. Okay, so Zero, I should have been at my weight goal, you guys. My weight loss goal. Remember, I think I first started talking to you guys about this back in November of last year. And I should have been at my weight loss goal, which is 145. But your girl has been playing around and going on stay vacations over at Ashley's. I call it my vacation home. And clearly, when I'm over there on the weekends, I'm not doing one meal a day. And sometimes I'm eating more than 25 carbs. You guys know I'm on a low carb lifestyle, keto lifestyle, which when I'm in weight loss mode, I like to eat no more than 15 grams of carbs. That's when I can really notice the weight loss fast. When I do one meal a day, 10,000 steps, and no more than 15 grams of carbohydrates and eat between 4 and 5. Well, when I go over to the vacation home with Ashley, I'm having myself a good little time. Ashley's apartment reminds me of my apartments back when I was in my 20s. She has this whole like 90s vibe, you guys. It's like, and she just loves to watch like black movies and like the last weekend we watched Poetic Justice. We watched, oh my God, the Hood, no, the Wood, Inglewood, Wood, the Wood. Um, Best Man. Like, I just get over there and it just literally reminds me of the 90s. She has like black artwork all on the wall. And so it's just a whole vibe. The incense, it just reminds me of being in my early 20s. And so, of course, I'm like in vacation mode. So I'm just like, I barely get in my 10,000 steps, although I do because I'm not going to let that go. And so I just walk around, her apartment and get my 10,000 steps in. But what I don't do is I don't eat everything within 4 to 5. I'm eating at 12 o'clock. I gotta have my bacon and eggs. We're watching movies. Oh, was it this weekend or the weekend before? She was like, "You have to watch this movie, Wicked." I had never seen the movie Wicked, you guys. And so she was like, "You have to watch the movie Wicked." So I saw the movie Wicked, the first one. And so she said, "I definitely have to come back and watch the second one." I don't know what I thought Wicked was about. I think I thought that it was a. What did I think Wicked was about? I think I thought it was about Ariana Grande. I didn't know that this was the black woman's story of how she became a witch. I really enjoyed it. And I am so not a musical person. And Ashley said she's not a musical person either. And so I was like, oh, but if you like Wicked, I was like, have you seen the Color Purple remake? And she had never seen the Color Purple remake. So we watched the Color Purple remake and she really enjoyed it. And then we backed that up with Sinners. And so we were just, oh my God, we are enjoying ourselves. I'm clearly not doing one meal a day, and I'm clearly not eating only 15 grams of carbs. One night I was all into movies. I made me a big bowl of some skinny popcorn, Quest chips, and some Quest Cheez-Its. Oh my God, I was in heaven. So, I'm just like enjoying myself. So I should have zero tolerance. I should have been achieved 145. I am still, and I literally told Ashley, I said, "Sweetie," I said, "I love you to death. I really do. I love you to death." I said, "But I am not coming back over to the vacation home until I meet my goal." Because I spent, I believe, every weekend in February at the vacation home. Do you know how many pounds I lost in the month of February? 0. Keep in mind, you guys, all during the week, I am on it. One meal a day, 10,000 steps, oftentimes 12 or 15,000 steps. No more than 15 grams of carbs, getting my water in. Like, I am on it Monday through Thursday. I go over to her house Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I am off my game for the entire month of February. I lost 0 pounds. And so I politely told her, I said, "I love you dearly. I really do." I said, "But I am not coming back over there until I reach 145. Because clearly I know that I can maintain it. Whatever weight I am at, I'm not doing so bad that I gain weight when I go to the vacation home. No, it's that I don't lose anymore." So I told her, I said, "I need to get at my weight loss goal." And so I said, "I will not be over to the vacation home until I hit 145. And then I can come over and then I'll maintain." So she was like, "Well, how many months will that be?" I said, "Let me explain something to you. The last time I lost, you guys, 45 pounds, I lost that weight in like 5 months. But that's because every single day I did not let up. I didn't have a cheat day. I didn't have a cheat weekend. Every single day in that 5 months, I was walking 10,000 steps. And this is why I always tell you guys, you don't need to go to a gym. You can lose the weight. You don't need a gym membership. I did not have a gym membership. And I lost 45 pounds, close, really kind of close to 50. I think I had got to 48. And I mean, those last 2 pounds were just, they were just holding on. And I never reached 50. But I think I got as close to like 48 pounds in 5 months. That's because I was on it every single day. And so I was telling her, I said, if I do it every single day the way that I'm supposed to do it, I need to lose, you guys, as to get to 145, I need to lose 7 pounds. When I lost weight previously, you guys, I could lose 7 pounds in 2 weeks, easy, maybe 2.5 weeks. And so I was telling her, I said, no, it won't be months. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel said, congratulations. It won't be months for me to lose. Zero tolerance is like, oh. You guys, when I do it right, it should really, for 7 pounds, doing 10,000 steps a day minimum, no more than 15 carbs a day, eating everything that I'm going to eat between 4 and 5 within 1 hour. Eating, oh, I forgot to tell you guys this, eating no more than 1,300 calories with that meal. You guys, there's no reason why I should not lose 7 pounds in, let's just push it, 3 weeks. Like the average weight loss is what, 2 pounds a week? That's just like bare minimum. So there's no reason why I should not, doing all those things, reach 7-pound weight loss. But I told her, I said, I got to go hard in the paint. I'm sorry. I got to go hard in the paint. I know. Zero tolerance say, I hope to be close by the summer. Yes, we got to get our summer bodies. Yes, baby. Yes, we got to get our bodies right for the summer. The summer is approaching fast. I cannot believe how how fast February went by, you guys. Did that not go by fast as heck? Lance says, what do you break your fast with? Always protein. So I'm at a stage in my life where I cannot do anything less than 100 grams of protein. I'm technically supposed to be eating 145 grams of protein because technically you're supposed to, do you guys hear Gary? And Gary knows I'm live too. You guys probably can't hear him. I love to hear Gary when he's gaming, laughing, having fun. Oh my God. You guys know I don't like a quiet house at all. And so when Gary was younger, he would game, but when I would hear him actually having fun with his friends and gaming, oh my God, it would just warm my heart. I just like to hear life. But yeah, so, Zero Tolerance says 1,300 calories is wow. I know, Zero Tolerance. I'm like over here like Bob in the movie, What About Bob? I'm doing the baby steps. I'm putting in the work. I'm doing everything. But this 7 pounds is like, and I know a lot of it has to do with the age as well. So technically, I break my fast, you guys. The first thing I put in my mouth is protein. And so I'm technically, if my ideal weight is 145, I'm supposed to be eating 145 grams of protein each and every day. I am clearly not doing that. Sometimes I do it, you guys, but when I tell you to get 145 grams of protein, it is really hard. And here's what I'm always kind of debating with. In order to get 145 grams of protein, that means that my calorie count is going to be much higher. For instance, like my favorite protein to eat is chicken thighs. My air fried chicken thighs are absolutely are absolutely divine. Okay. So, in order for me to get close to 145 grams of protein, I believe when I did the count, they said that chat said that each chicken thigh should be 20 grams of protein. 20, 40, 60, 80. That's only 80 if I eat 4 chicken thighs. So let's then add another one. 5 chicken thighs. Now I'm at 100 grams of protein. Then I'm going to have to eat maybe some boiled eggs. You guys, when I get to 145 grams of protein, I am way over 1,300 calories because each chicken thigh is like 180 to 200 calories. That's 1,000 calories just in chicken thighs. Plus, you can't really eat that much protein. This is why they say that like going low carb, high protein, high fat is really good because it's so satiating, you guys. You like at 3 chicken thighs, I'm like, oh my God. Whoo, I am stuffed and I haven't eaten anything else. So what I have found is that I know that I'm supposed to get ideally 145 grams of protein each day, but I barely ever make that. The only time I really make that 145 go is if I get like one of those matcha protein shakes at Starbucks, and that one is supposed to have like 31 grams of protein. Now, if I do a shake like that with my dinner or within that hour, then I can hit that 145. But if I don't get some type of protein shake in there, there's no way I'm hitting 145. So I just backed off of that because it's more important to me right now to get to the 145 weight. So I just said, I'm going to do no less than 100 grams of protein. And so the way that I can get that is I have to eat 3, sometimes 4 chicken thighs. And I will break my fast with the protein. And then my thing lately, you guys, has been mashed cauliflower. Have you guys ever had that? It is At least mine is. I make mine mashed cauliflower. You just basically take cauliflower and you boil it in the water and you boil it down to it's just mush. And then you take your fork, you mash it, then you add in your salt, pepper, garlic powder, and then I add in my Kerrygold butter and then some Philadelphia cream cheese. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like making my mouth just drool just thinking about it. It is my favorite thing. So I'll have my chicken thighs, a lot of it too, mashed cauliflower, and a side salad. But oftentimes, you guys, I can't even get to the side salad because I am stuffed. And then I have to treat myself every day to some dessert. So lately, I've been on my cheesecake. So I make a keto cheesecake. But now I got this whole little setup, you guys, of instead of making it in my cheesecake pan, I bought this setup where it's actually made for you to make creme brulee, which used to be my favorite dessert before I went on keto lifestyle. And so you're supposed to make the little smaller round dishes like creme brulee, but instead I make my keto cheesecake, mix it all up, and then I pour it in each individual little dish. And it makes like 6 little these dishes like this. And with the keto cheesecake, I just use the Philadelphia cream cheese, 2 blocks, 2 eggs. I add in, because I need that protein, I add in about 3/4 cup of whole milk Greek yogurt, about 3/4 cup of Splenda, some vanilla extract. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. And it is absolutely divine. Mix it all up, pour it in those individual dishes, bake that off in the oven, And then when it comes out, I just put the whole setup in the refrigerator. So then for 6 days, I got my little dessert. And then I just take my little strawberries and then I put my strawberries on top of it. And the dishes are so freaking cute. And the little white, little round dishes like this. And then, oh, and the ones that I got, you guys, they have the little plastic lids that you put on top of the dishes. It is so cute. So it's just like a really quick and easy way to just, because I have to get everything in 1 hour, to just grab my dish like this and then just put my little frozen, they're not frozen at the time. When I buy them, they're frozen strawberries. But then I just put them in a glass container and just let them sit in the refrigerator overnight and they defrost. So then the next day they're super cold and they have a little bit of a syrup already with them, but it's not a sugar syrup. And then I just drizzle that little strawberries on top and then my whipped cream. When I tell you guys, life is good. Life is good. I over here eat when in that hour I am over here eating great. But I said for the month of March, I have to take a time out at the vacation home until I reach my goal because I know that summer is coming up. And it wasn't just for summer. It's just that I need to be at a certain weight. And I have found that the older that I get, the harder it is to lose this weight. So I'm just like, I just want to get to my ideal weight and just stay there. Just stay in the 140s. So even if I go up to 149, it's okay. I've given myself a weight range, but I don't ever want to be in the 150s. So not for me. And then I don't ever want to be in the 130s either because 130s for me, even if it's 139, 138, it doesn't look healthy for me. I need some type of plumpness to my skin. And so one in the 130s just doesn't work for me. So I just want to stay in the 140s. All of that to say, because Zero Tolerance says she could tell that I had lost weight. That is so funny. But thank you so much. King Pick says, hey, baby girl. Hi, King. Yes, you guys, be sure to say hi as you guys come in. Be sure to hit that like button and make sure that you are subscribed. How do you make it to 4 without eating? I know, Zero Tolerance, your body gets used to it. You literally get used to it. Your body is like has a circadian rhythm. You know how like you will go to bed every night say for instance, if you go to bed every night at 9 o'clock, your body will just like naturally wake up like however long you typically sleep. If it's 6 hours, it'll wake up 6 hours later. If it's 7 hours, it'll wake up 7 hours later. Like you can literally not have an alarm clock because if you go to bed the same time, your body gets used to and it's getting tired and it wants to go to sleep at that hour. And then therefore it's going to just naturally wake up in the morning. That's the same way it is when it comes to our eating schedule. Like you don't jump from, like if you have never done intermittent fasting, it would be very, very difficult for you to just go from eating 3 meals a day with 3 snacks in between to then not eating at all until 4 p.m. Yes, that would be very difficult and very challenging, and I absolutely would never recommend that. However, if you gradually just push the time back from when you start eating, you can literally get your body to adapt to not eating until 4 o'clock. But you do it gradually. Even though I have done not eating and 1 meal a day, they call it OMAD, and it's all up under intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting just simply means that you have a window open for eating, feeding, and then you have a window for fasting. So that's why they call it breakfast, because you're breaking your fast when you eat breakfast, right? That's where it comes from. So when you start any type of intermittent fasting, you never want to jump into an OMAD. OMAD is about as extreme as it gets. Like if there was a spectrum in the intermittent fasting, you would have maybe a 16-hour window of fasting. Then some people do a 18-hour window of fasting. Then some people will push it to a 20 hour window of fasting, no food. They call that the warrior diet. And then next to that, which is the most extreme, would then be OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, where you keep pushing it back, pushing it back. Now, some people do their 1 meal a day where their one meal is their breakfast, because some people just really like eating first thing in the morning. Some people do OMAD where their 1 meal a day is in the afternoon. But you got to get it all in within 1 hour. I personally found that it just works best for me. I like dinner time. I've never really been a breakfast gal, even when I'm not in weight loss, even when I'm not doing intermittent fasting. I've just never been one to just wake up and I got to eat. Like I've always kind of skipped breakfast, if you will. But I would eat breakfast food, but I would just eat it at noon. So it was always never a big challenge for me to push back my meal and skip breakfast and don't put anything in my mouth until noon. That was always really super, super easy. But when I'm in weight loss mode, I have found that that doesn't work for me. I don't lose any weight at all when I try to do 2 meals a day and start eating at noon. In order for me, because everybody's body is different, my body loses weight when I have to go all the way to 1 meal a day. And I'm telling you, you guys, it gets harder and harder the older you get to get this weight off. So that's why I'm trying to just get to my ideal weight and then just maintain. Just maintain. I'm still going to do the 10,000 steps because walking is just so healthy. It's so many benefits, you guys, to just walking. You don't need to do this high intensity workout. You just need to get yourself a rope, do some strength training and walking, period, the end. And you will see results. Walking at least minimum 30 minutes each and every day. Okay, that was a long detour, you guys. Now let's get back to this lady and her dating experience.
You can't order food. I'm like, okay, I'll just order a couple drinks. She comes back and she's like, actually, I'm just going to cancel your reservation because you need to be out of here in half an hour anyway. So there's no time for you to order drinks. Already, I'm stressed about going on a blind date with someone I don't know. And now they're literally kicking me out on the streets. I'm like, oh my God. I go out onto the street. I find another bar and I text my friend saying, you can say to this man, I'm across the street in another bar when he gets here. Time is ticking along. We're meant to meet at 7. Mind you, I'm hungry because I've gone straight from work. 7:15 rolls around. 7:20 rolls around. It's now 7:25 and I'm ordering my Uber and I'm calling my friend like, I'm really annoyed. What kind of disrespect for my time is this? As I'm ordering my Uber at 7:30, this man turns up. This man comes in a very ill-fitting grey suit, barely apologizes for being half an hour late. And unfortunately, I have a terrible attitude because I'm very annoyed. You're half an hour late. It's just so rude and disrespectful. I start to try and get myself out of this funk. I'm trying to ask him questions and I start to realize this man is asking me 0 questions. He really does not care to get to know me at all. I can tell he's in.
No, because all he wants to do is get in your pants. All he wants to do is to get into your panties. Women, do you guys really go on these dates with these random dudes like this and you think that these men just want to get to know you?
Interested, but he's just not a good conversator. For example, he's talking about how he loves to ski. And I was like, that's amazing. I'm asking him all these questions about skiing, where he's been. I volunteered this information. I actually love skiing as well. I learned how to ski when I was 3 years old. He was like, oh, okay, right. Just dead silence, not asking me any questions about the information I just volunteered. That's how the whole date went. Like, I was like, you really don't care to get to know me or speak to me on any kind of level. Also asked me, so what's the difference between a nurse and a resident? What? There's no way you're saying that to a male doctor. Also kept going on about how busy his job was because he works in finance. I'm like, I am a whole physician. Past month, I got 4 days off. I am so tired, but I still managed to come on time. Attitude to be able to ask you nice questions, even though you were late. And all you can talk about is how important your work is, how you work with billion-dollar clients. I don't really care. It honestly just solidifies to me that I can't be bothered with men. I actually kind of give up. I'm so happy and comfortable being alone in my gorgeous apartment. For someone to
Exactly. Zero Tolerance said that when she said women are still out here dating. You sound like me. I'm always like, wait, what? Women are out here dating? Like, why are you guys still out here playing with these men? Why? And then Zero Tolerance said that it's just gets on her nerves when she hears women saying, why aren't men approaching us? I know, Zero. I feel the same way. I'm like, you don't want these men to approach you. Ew. You don't want them to approach you. Yeah.
come into my life, they have to, at the very least, be interested in what I have to say. They have to, at the very least, want to get to know me. And that sounds crazy and like a bare minimum, but unfortunately, most men are just not even giving that. Anyway, if you have some dating stories, let me know in the comments to help me feel a little bit better. I desperately need to debrief with someone about
crazy.
I fear I have a story time that's been brewing for years now, and I'm finally ready to tell it because this was the most insane first date I have ever gone on. So we'll start off. I matched with Homeboy on Hinge probably like 2.5 years ago.
Question, and I'm seriously asking this. How many horror stories do ladies need to hear before they leave these men alone? Like, I'm really wondering, like, are these ladies glutton for punishment? Like, how many horror stories do you ladies actually need to hear? These men are a monkey mess. And here again, we have yet another pretty woman with a horrible story.
Yeah, he looked pretty fine. His profile was cool. He's like an anime illustrator and all of that. We had great conversation. He invited me out to a cabaret. One thing about me is I love the idea of a cabaret, never been to a cabaret. So the fact that he invited me to one, I was like, take my money. I'll pay for my ticket. Take me to the cabaret. I would love to see a cabaret.
Question. Why can't she take herself to a cabaret? These are the type of questions that I want you ladies to really start asking yourself. She's just said she has been wanting to go to a cabaret. She said, take my money right now so that I can go. Why haven't you taken yourself? Why haven't you gone with some of your girlfriends if you've always wanted to go to a cabaret? There is this, I don't know if you call it a club / restaurant. What is the name of it? It's in this area here in Las Vegas on the Strip called Town Square. I love Town Square. It's on the Strip, Las Vegas Boulevard, but it's kind of a little bit down the street from like where everything is like going on. And so it's called Town Square, and we love Town Square. And residents in Las Vegas, we really love Town Square because we can just come right down to 215, get right off on that exit, and it's like right there. So we can literally get in and out. It has a cinema, all the nice restaurants, nice shopping. It's just really, really nice. Oh my God, we love Town Square. And in Town Square, there's this club / restaurant, but they do line dancing, country line dancing. And you guys know I love to dance. And so I literally was like, I need to go do this. Everybody says how they have such a great time when they go to this place. What is the name of the place? It was on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, I remember when I was dating, I was like, oh, I want to go. But we just never got around to it. And I literally was just talking to one of my girlfriends not too long ago. And I'm like, we are going to go to this spot and do some line dancing. Why are you ladies waiting for a man to take you out to a place that you really want to go? Go with your girlfriend. Go with your sister. Go with your daughter. Just go with anybody. Why are you waiting for a man? That's wild.
in person. Fast forward to the date. He tells me where to meet him. I meet him there. I get there and I cannot find this man. And then I see someone that kind of resembles him, but I'm like, that's not him. Because in his profile pictures, he had a full-on beard. And this doesn't even look like a man. Turns out that was him. He shaved the beard off. Word of advice, if your pictures have you in only a beard, show up to the date with your beard. Maybe.
Yeah. And a lot of these men literally hide behind their beard. So I know exactly what she's talking about. I have seen men, you guys, that I've only seen with maybe a goatee, or I've only seen with a beard. And then when they shave it off, I'm like, ooh, you need to grow your beard back. But I'm a facial hair type of gal. I used to love a man in a good, a goatee. A goatee was my jam, especially back in my 20s and 30s when a lot of the black men, they would shave their hair bald. So they would have the bald head and then they would have a nice goatee. And I would be like, oh, dreamy. I love some facial hair. To me, facial hair makes any man look like 10 times better. Especially a good goatee, especially if he can like grow it in, because all men can't really grow that hair in. Like, it comes in real patchy and it doesn't look right. But the men who can actually grow a good full beard or a goatee, to me, I think that is sexy as hell. And I've seen many men shave off their beard or their goatee, and I'm like, no. No. I'm like, grow your hair back. It literally makes a world of a difference. So when she's like, he showed up without his goatee or his beard, and all the pictures that she saw, he had facial hair, that is true. They look totally, you wouldn't think that they would look that much different just because they shaved off their facial hair, but they do. Men look totally different when they shave off all their facial hair.
Nonetheless, I get there. I'm dressed like a grown woman, and he's dressed normal, but the beard being gone, he just looks like a 15-year-old boy, and I look like a grown woman. I look like I'm grooming this man, even though he's older than me. I digress. We get there. He's like, oh, I didn't realize I needed tickets for this thing, so we are going to be in general admission line. I don't mind standing in line. That didn't bother me. I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, let's just stand in line and wait. I have like social anxiety a little bit, so I don't like when people know that I'm on a first date. But this man is talking so loud. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe we're on our first date. I'm so excited to be on our first date. And people are looking at us and I'm just like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Finally, we get inside. We go to the bar. He's like, oh, do you want a drink? And I'm like, yeah. Can I get an espresso martini with tequila? He gets me my espresso martini. He gets himself a drink. Did not hear what he ordered. We cheers. We're drinking, yada, yada. We both finish our drink. He asks me if I want another one. And I'm like, yeah, why not? So he gets me another one and he gets himself an espresso martini with tequila as well. The drink he had before was more like I want to say like mango-y, or it was orange colored. So it was fruity. That's not a bad thing though. So he goes to go take a sip of his espresso martini, and this man looks like he's in pain. Dire pain. I was like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I don't really drink. And I was like, so why'd you get an espresso martini?
So why'd you get an espresso martini, sir? Why do these people come on these dates with all these issues? Why do people come? Like, what happened to just regular people? What the hell happened? Why are you coming on a date, sir, with all... Don't even think about it, Roxy. Don't you jump on that bed. Oh, my baby, she's so cute. Hi. What happened to just regular people? Dude, if you don't normally drink, why did you get an espresso martini? That's like double whammy. Espresso in and of itself is just like bitter and strong. And then you had a martini, which means it was probably made with vodka, but you don't drink. Why didn't you just get a beer Or how about just get a soda?
What did you drink before? He was like, oh, that was a mocktail. I was like, so why didn't you get another mocktail? He's like, because you're drinking. And I was like, listen, buddy, no peer pressure here. If you don't drink, you don't drink. You do not have to drink because I'm drinking. That's not going to bother me. If you want to have a mocktail, or even if you just want a glass of juice, drink your glass of juice. I'm happy in my espresso martini. But don't put yourself through this pain if you don't want to. And he's like, okay, you want the rest? So he gives me the rest of his espresso martini. Cabaret's good and well, whatever. We leave. He's like, are you hungry? I'm like, oh, yeah, actually. Let's go get food. So we go to dinner.
Let me guess. He probably doesn't have any money to pay for dinner. He's going to stiff her for the check. He's going to say he forgot his wallet. But yet he asks, do you want to go to dinner? Let's hear it.
We're sitting at dinner. Dinner is fine. It's towards the end of dinner that we're talking, and I'm telling him, like, I forget what story I'm telling him, but I'm telling him a story. And as you can tell from this story, I use my hands to talk. And homeboy, as I'm talking, he's like, and reaches for my hands and like clasps my hands. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like,
Oh, I'm trying to shut her down. Yeah. He like, don't. Like you, like, is he on the spectrum or something? Because maybe that was like overstimulating him, her talking with her hands like this.
just wanted to hold hands while we talk. And I was like, I'm using them. He's like, oh, but I just thought it would be romantic. I was like, I get it. But like,
Is this your first date? Ew, ew, ew. Sir, I don't know where your hands have been. What do you mean you want to just hold hands? Ew, I'm talking.
I'm literally telling you a story with my hands. I don't want to do that. And he's like, okay. So then the restaurant is closing. The waiter comes over to give us the bill, basically. He gives him the bill. And as he gives him the bill, he goes to reach out his pocket to get his wallet. And I don't know if these were thoughts that were supposed to happen in here, but they were happening out here. He goes, I hope I have enough. I hope I have enough. I hope I have enough.
Oh my God. Oh. Didn't I tell you guys it was going to be a problem with the money? He asked her, did she want to go get something to eat? Didn't I tell you guys it was going to be an issue with the money? Oh my God.
Enough. And I'm sitting there like this. I'm looking at the waiter. The waiter's looking at me, and I'm just like, I might need to pull out my wallet. Gives the man his credit card. Thank God the man had enough. He's like, oh, do you want to go? And I'm like, yeah, actually, I think it's time for me to go home. He's like, can I walk you to the train? Train's like 15 minutes away. Yeah, sure, why not? Walk me to the train. So we start walking to the train, and he's like, I have a question to ask you. And I'm like, sure, what's up? He's like, I'm just a little too embarrassed to ask you this question.
Zero said, no, ma'am. No, we are not doing this today, sir. You have told me everything I need to know. Why are you coming out on a date with somebody and you don't know if you have enough to pay for her meal? Didn't I tell you, ladies, these men don't have it like that? They are just not making money like that. These men are out here struggling, but yet they want to make whoopee. So they're like, oh, I gotta go out on a date if I want to get some whoopee. But they really don't even have the money to take you out on a date. This is wild.
I was like, what do you mean? Just ask the question. Okay. And he's like, can I kiss you? And I was like, no. He's like,
no. See, this is what I can't do it. No. Ew. What is a turn on about a man that you just saw looking through his wallet? Do I have enough? She said he was saying this out loud. Do I have enough? Do I have enough? What, sir? Wait, what? What? If that were me, I would have just been, if I literally saw this man that I was on a date with, after he asked me to go out to eat, and if I saw him going through his wallet like this, frantic, and literally said out loud, do I have enough? I can't. I would have died. If I was across the table from him, listening to him go, do I have enough? Do I have enough? Do I have enough? I would have literally been like, are you serious? Are we really doing this? And then if he would have responded, yeah, I need to make sure that I have enough. I got to make sure I have enough. I would have politely said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I would have, you guys. I would have paid for my meal and I would have paid for his meal. And I would have politely escorted him, since he is a girl at this point, to me, in my mind. I'm now looking at you like you are a female. And I would have politely escorted him to the front door. And then I would have been like, bye. Do you want me to walk you to the train? I would have been like, no, thank you. I don't want to spend not one more second around you. And then I would have gave him a little bit. You guys know I'm always giving some advice. I would have gave him a little bit of advice. Can I give you a little bit of advice before you leave? Check your bank account. Check the cash if you're going to pay for a date in cash. Check your credit card if you're going to pay by credit card before you take a woman out on a date. Just a little bit of, just a little golden nugget there, so that you're not frantic in front of a woman wondering if you have enough money. Who does this? This is why I say to you guys all the time, this is what you guys want? Talking about this is your leader? How is this going to be your leader? Oh my God. These men aren't even prepared enough to make sure. Like, for most women, this is just you understood. Like, before we go somewhere, we're going to check our bank account. If we know we're about to spend some money, we know we're going out of town, we know we're going on a shopping spree, whatever. We are about to check our bank account. If we're paying for it in cash, we're going to check in before we even leave the house. Check and make sure we got enough cash. Check our bank account. Check the credit card limit. Make sure everything's good before we even leave out the house. This man waited until he got on an actual date, ordered food and drinks, and then is now frantic in front of his date and says out loud, do I have enough? Do I have enough? Do I have enough? I would have laughed so hard. He would have been like, what are you laughing at? And I would have been like, you, what's so funny? And I would have said, how ill prepared you are. Are we going to go out again? Hell no. Now he wants a kiss. Now he wants a kiss after all this nonsense. He then came to the date after showing her nothing but pictures with him with a full beard on. Now he shows up at the date with no beard. So basically catfish. You don't even look the same. Then you talking about you want something to drink. He goes to get himself an espresso martini. Now he look like he's dying when he takes a sip of his own drink that he ordered. He then asks her, does she want to go get something to eat, not knowing if he had enough money to pay for it. He then freaks out, talking about, do I have enough? Do I have enough money? And now this dude talking about, can I get a kiss? Ew, 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 yuck, yuck.
Okay. So we keep walking, we're talking, yada, yada. Then at this point, I really need to use the bathroom. So we're walking by a bar and I'm like, it's either I go into this bar and use the bathroom now, or I get on the train and have to hold it for like an hour before I get home. So I'm like, I'm just going to go to this bar. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to run in there so I can use the bathroom. He's like, okay. So I run in. There's 2 bathrooms. I don't know if this part of the story is relevant, but there's 2 bathrooms. I go into one. The other one is open. He doesn't go in. I come out of the bathroom and he goes into the bathroom that I was in. I was like, there was a whole second bathroom you could have used. But while he's using the bathroom, I'm like, I can't believe this is what's happening right now. So let me just grab another drink.
So Larry says here that the real reason why a lot of women are giving up on dating is because a lot of men do not have the money they want. Larry says financial resources is one of the biggest factors for men in dating in general. Since less people today do not make that much, naturally, less women will find the men appealing. So, my question to Larry is this. I've always wanted to know this from a man. We all out here struggling financially, right? Times are hard. My question to men is, why won't you guys just stop dating then? If you know that you don't have it like that financially, if you know that you don't have the resources to wine and dine a woman, we're all out here strapped. It's all out. The cost of living is through the roof. My question to men is, why won't you just stay home? Why won't you just stay home? I would like for Larry to answer that. Why won't men just stop dating? Men are out here complaining all day, every day about how horrific these women are. These women are gold diggers. I'm not about to be spending $200 and $300 on a date. Then why don't you stop dating? Just stop dating if you can't afford it. Because most of these men out here are talking about they want this traditional woman. They want a woman who knows how to cook, knows how to clean, and they absolutely want this woman to open up her legs. But yet he can't afford to take her out on a date. So why are these men out here dating? And I think we all, as ladies especially, know the answer to that. And that's because these men want to still make whoopee, but they can't afford it. But women, we didn't create this patriarchal system. So according to this society and this patriarchal system that men created, men, in order for you to get chosen or to be appealing to a woman, you need to have some finances. If you know that you don't, then why are you dating? Why won't you just take your time and build up your money? Get the bag. Concentrate on getting the bag instead of going out on dates. Or instead of, like a lot of these men out here do, they get mad and upset with women when women don't want to go on a walking date, when women don't want to just take a stroll around the park or do a date that's free. Then these men get mad at the women. Why not get mad at the system? Or here's a novel idea, or concentrate on saving some money so that you can then take a woman out on a nice date. Why are you going out here on dates that you cannot afford? But then at the end of the day, you're asking for a kiss. These men literally are trying their best to get to the gold, the pot of gold, the whoopee, with doing the least amount of effort. You don't have enough money to buy this lady a dinner. And something tells me that they were not at Fleming's. Something tells me they were not at Hank's Steakhouse. Something tells me they were not at Ruth Chris. And this man could not afford it. And yet here at the end of the day, he's asking for a kiss. That's going to be a hell no.
So I get another drink and I'm going to down it pretty quickly. And I'm signing to pay for my drink. He comes out and they're like playing jazz music. And all of a sudden in the corner of my eye, as I'm like this, signing my check, I see in the corner of my eye, this. Like he is breakdancing in a jazz club. I was like, this cannot be real. So I chug my drink and I'm like, okay, let's go. We're like 2 minutes from the train now. He says,
That used to be the jam. I could never do the break dancing. It was like, what was that? I think that was the actual name of the movie. What was it? Break dancing. Break dancing, moving. Dancing. I think that was the name of those movies, though. I think it was like a couple of versions, 1 and 2, break dancing. But anyway, you guys, they knew how to do all this. Ba 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 ba. And remember, it was like, I'm going to send you a wave, and then you going to catch the wave, and then you been doing all like this. I was never any good at that. If I would have seen this man break dancing, I would have died. But I'm so goofy. I probably would have just got on the dance floor with him and was break dancing with him because I'm just goofy like that. Anything to make me laugh.
oh, can I kiss you on the cheek? No, before that, he asked me, he's like, can I ask you another question? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. He's like, no, I'm too embarrassed. I don't want to ask. And I'm like, man, if you don't ask this damn question. He's like, it's the same question as before. Can I kiss you? And I was like, no. The answer is still no. And he was like, can I kiss you on the cheek? And I was like, you know what? Fine. Kiss me on the cheek. I lied. Something happened before that.
So Larry answers the question that I posed, and he says that dating is part of the human species. That will not end anytime soon. This is the thing that I don't understand about both men and women. Then why not just enjoy the experience then? Good and bad. Just enjoy it then. Why complain about it? Larry says sex is one of the biggest motivations for men in general, part of the male biology. I absolutely agree, Larry. Sex is a very big motivator for you, which is why I don't understand then why don't men just spend their time, energy, effort making more money? Don't go out on a date with a woman until you're there. Save up some money to take her out on a nice date. Why are you trying to get to the whoopee and get to the bedroom before you've wined and dined her? Zero says, pop locking like a rerun from What's Happening. Yes. Zero says, patriarchy lied to these men. Exactly. But zero tolerance, these men never want to take it up with the system. Why not get mad at Trump? Why not get mad at the current administration? Why not get mad at these companies for not hiring them? Why are they mad at the women and calling women gold diggers? Because these women are just asking for a basic date. Why not just save some money and take a woman out on a nice date? And again, I'm not talking about Ruth Chris Steakhouse. I'm not talking about a $300, $400 meal. I'm talking about like Cheesecake Factory, California Pizza Kitchen. Why not just save up your money and take a woman out on a nice date so that you can wine and dine her, so that you can impress her, so that you then will have a higher chance of her giving you a kiss at the end of the night? I don't understand why men don't get this. Women are not turned on by broke dudes. It's not a turn on. We have all been conditioned that men are supposed to be these provider, protectors, producers. I know that this is not true, but most women still have this fairy tale belief that when they go out on a date with a man, she's going to be provided for. He's going to willingly take her out for drinks and dinner and dancing, and she would not have to think about going in her pockets. But these men of today, they know they don't have it like that. They have now clearly admitted it. They are not making money like that. But instead of these men saving up, and how about this? Here's another really good idea for you men. Instead of you men being so greedy, because I hear a lot of men, I can't take all these different women out spending $100 even, $200 on each date. How about you just take out the woman you're really interested in? How about you saving, and instead of trying to go out on a date with a woman that you just met on the dating app today or yesterday, how about getting to know these women over a span of 3 to 4 weeks? Then you're going to weed out who is not really gelling with you or who you're not really gelling with. And then that way you're going to kind of reduce down maybe to 1 or 2 women that you're really serious about that you do want to spend money on. I'm not recommending that these men in 2026 with this high cost of living, I am not recommending that you men just go out here and just making it rain on all these random women. No, what I'm saying is get to know these women before you even take her out on a date. You should be conversing with that woman via telephone, video calls, texting for at least 3 to 4 weeks. I promise you, something and someone is going to weed themselves out. They're going to say something or do something that you are going to find appalling, and that nope, this is not the woman for me. Nope, we're not on the same page. And just like that, you saved yourself all kind of money. Most of the time, it's these men who are in a rush to go out on a date. These women are not in a rush to go out on a date because most of these women know that all you men want to do when you go out on these dates, and why you are in such a rush to go out on these dates, is because you're trying to get in her pants. Many women have told me this. They will match with a man on these dating apps. Within hours, this man is like, yeah, you want to hook up? That's why they call it the hookup culture. These men expect to make whoopee with these women after just meeting them on a dating app. They don't want to spend any money. They don't want to wine and dine you, but they want kisses and for you to hold their little nasty hands that you have no idea where their little hands have been. To me, you guys, holding hands is very intimate. Like I told you guys, I personally think that kissing is the most intimate thing you could do. Somebody holding my hand, it's like, sir, I don't know where your hands have been. Can you please not hold my hand? I just had a contractor come out today, and he was repairing my Samsung dryer. You guys, side note, I really do love Samsung. Like, all of my appliances are Samsung. All of my kitchen appliances are Samsung. My washer and dryer is front loading Samsung. They are beautiful, but they need a lot of repairs, you guys. So although they're beautiful, I would not recommend a Samsung front loading washer and dryer. They're gorgeous, but this is literally like the third time in a span of 12 months that I've had to call my home warranty and have a technician come out and repair that dryer. So one of the technicians came out today because the dryer went out again. And on the surface, just what you saw, this man looked like what most women would probably think really, really nice looking. He sounded like maybe he was Russian. He had a really, really thick accent. But he was tall. He had like sandy blonde hair. Not too skinny, definitely not fat, kind of slender, muscular build. Really nice looking. I mean, really nice looking. And I'm sure with that accent, most women would just die. Like, he is gorgeous. He shows up to fix my dryer. And I was like, yeah, sure. And I showed him to the laundry room. He's fixing the dryer. He's like, oh, it will not take too long. I should be out in about 30 minutes. I said, no problem, no problem. Take your time, take your time. So I stay down on the first floor, of course, because I don't like people in my house and I'm on the second floor. I got to be down there with you. And so I'm just doing my steps and doing my little laps around the house, getting my little 10,000 steps in. After about maybe 15 minutes, he says, can I use your bathroom? I said, oh, absolutely. Let me show you where the restroom is. I show him where the restroom is. Thank you so much. Thank you. I won't be much longer. I will not be much longer. I said, take your time. No, it's fine. It's fine. Take your time. You guys, I'm like standing kind of like right outside the bathroom. Not right outside the door, but I'm kind of like right in the vicinity because I'm doing my steps. Do you guys know I heard that man urinate? I heard that man flush the toilet. 1 second later, that door opened and he was back out the door. What I did not hear? What I did not hear is that water running and some soap being splashed around of him washing his hands. These men don't wash their hands, ladies. You ladies think that I'm exaggerating. They are disgusting. They are disgusting. You went right in there and used the bathroom and you did not wash your hands. This man was, I'm just going to say, this man was gorgeous. Like he was really, really nice looking. No woman would probably think that this man does not wash his hands after he uses the bathroom. But this man didn't wash his hands. Ladies, most men don't wash their hands after they use the bathroom. I'm not being mean, you guys, and I'm not exaggerating. Most men do not wash their hands when they use the bathroom. But you want to come out and hold my hand? They do all kinds of things with their hands, you guys. Down there playing with themselves, wiping the snot off their nose. They won't even think to go to the bathroom and wash their hands with soap. But yet here they come on a date with you talking about, can I hold your hand? Hell no! I can't. Oh my God. Mm-mm. COVID was just another reason for me to fist bump people. I'd be like, oh, hey. I don't know what you've been doing with your hands. 9 out of 10, this man just got out of his car and just probably had his hands in his pants. And he talking about, can I hold your hand? No, ew, no. Ew.
He asked if he could hold my hand, and I already felt bad for the guy, so I was like, yeah, go ahead, hold my hand. We don't even like interlock fingers. We hold our hands like this, like friends hold hands. And as soon as our hands clasp, he goes, with the other hand. I said, oh, am I this man's first bad bitch? Never be a man's first bad bitch. Anyways, so then fast forward, that thing happens where he asks about the kiss, and then he asks to kiss me on the cheek, and I say, yes, you can kiss me on the cheek, because we're at the train now, and it's time for me to go home. And I like turn my cheek so he can plant one right there, and he like swivels his head to go kiss me on the lips, and what are you doing? He goes, and I quote, I thought you'd be drunk enough that you wouldn't care. I looked at him in such
What? I missed something. He asked, could he hold her hand? I thought you'd be drunk enough you wouldn't notice. Did he just grab her hand? Let me see.
I looked at him in such distress, disgust, and fear.
Wait.
I thought you
what did I miss?
plant one right there, and he like swivels his head to go kiss me on the lips, and what are you doing? He goes, and I quote,
Oh, she agreed to kissing him?
like, kiss, or that thing happens where he asks about the kiss, and then he asks to kiss me on the cheek, and I say, yes, you can kiss me on the cheek, because we're at the train now, and it's time for me to go home. And
she agreed.
Like, turned my
cheek. She agreed and said that he could kiss her on the cheek. That's the oldest. That's the oldest play. That is the oldest play. The man says, "Can I kiss you on the cheek?" You say yes, like this, and then when you go to do this, then he gonna do real fast and try to get your lips. He gonna try to come around like this and get your lips. Ew. Ew. Zero Tolerance said, yes, kissing is very intimate. Ew. You can't touch my lips. You can't touch my lips.
He can plant one right there.
Yeah.
And he like swivels his head to go kiss me on the lips. And what are you doing? He goes, and I quote, "I thought you'd be drunk enough that you wouldn't care."
Did we get a visual of this dude? I want a visual. All I got was that he showed up and he had shaved off his facial hair. I really would like a visual. So far in this story, I'm getting nerd. Just a nerd. Ew!
I looked at him in such distress, disgust, and fear. And I said, "You should probably never say that to a woman again." And at this moment, I'm getting on that train and leaving. Please don't get on the train with me. I don't care if we're going in the same direction. Wait for the next train.
Do you guys see what I mean? How brave these women are? The minute you reject this man, ladies, you don't know what hat this man is going to pop out of. He could have just been like, when she was like, no. He could have been like, "I paid for your drink and your dinner. The least you could do is give me a kiss on the cheek." Like, he could have just completely flipped out on her, especially seeing as she just said that this is the same dude who said out loud, looking in his wallet, "Do I have enough money? Do I have enough money? Do I have enough?" He that dude. This dude could have literally flipped out on her when she refused to give him a kiss. Ladies, this is dangerous.
Never speak to me again. And I proceeded to get on the train and go home. So that was my horror story of a first date, like 2.5 years ago. I did run into him at like a street festival, and
Zero Tolerance said, "Is this why he gave her his drink?" Exactly. Another note, side note, but not really side note. You guys, just in case you don't know this, I believe that all women should know this. Never, ever, ever leave your drink unattended. I don't care if you got to go to the bathroom. I don't care if you got to go dig a wedgie out. I do not care. Either down that drink right then and there or pour it down the sink. Or just leave it and just say, "Oh, no. When you come out the bathroom, like say you forgot and you went to the bathroom and you like, dang, I left my drink unattended. That man back there with, at the table with my drink." When you come back to the table so that it doesn't look obvious or look like, dude, I don't know what you probably did to my drink. No, just say, "You know what? I'm going to order a different type of drink. That one was just okay. It was just okay. This time I want to try the strawberry. Yeah, I didn't like it. This time I want to go with dirty martini." Don't drink from that drink again. These men have no problem getting you super crazy drunk or flat out putting all kinds of things in your drink. And when you look up, you're going to be in the alley with your skirt pulled down, and you're going to have to go to the ER to get a great kit done. Yeah. Ladies, you can't trust these men. You cannot trust these men.
Saw him and I was like, "Oh my God, I have to act like I don't see him." And I was looking at waist beads and he came up and he's like, Carly, hey, Carly. And I just ignored him like my life depended on it, because it did. I ignored the shit out of him.
Because it did. No, like literally, it did. Your life depended on it. Ladies, when you get to a situation like this, again, ladies, you can't do like we did back in the day. You could have a man come and pick you up from your house, come to pick you up from your apartment, and then he drives to the date. I am sorry, ladies. I wish that you guys could experience that. Oh, my ears are ringing. I wish that you ladies could experience that. Unfortunately, you cannot. You cannot. Yes, you guys, be sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit that like button before you leave and make sure that you're subscribed. Ladies, you can't do it like we used to do it back in the day. You have to take your own means of transportation to that date. You have to. And when things go awry, because 9 out of 10, they probably will, you don't like something. You don't like the way he looked. He acted like a freak. He gave you the heebie-jeebies. He gave you the ick. You can just leave. You can just leave. But when things do go awry, you guys, it is very important, ladies, how you treat that man. If he just gave you the ick, or you just like, it's a no-go. We just in jail. Don't get ignorant with these men. Don't get all bold and, oh, no, I didn't like, and all funky and nasty. No, your life depends on it, how you react to this man. Keep a smile on your face. Keep it cute. Keep it pretty and professional, and just, oh, no. So are we going to be able to go on another date again? I really had a good time. Oh, well, we'll see. Or I'll call you later. I don't care if you do have to lie. You know darn well you're not calling him later. I don't care what you say. Stay nice. Keep a smile on your face. Don't get ignorant and out of pocket with these men. These men will lay you out.
Him until he walked away. And I was just like, and then my friend came over and I was like, oh my God, that was him. And that was the day that I realized I'm just too nice to men, even when they make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that needed to change.
Yeah.
So this guy who stood me up on a date last.
Okay, so this is the last one we're going to react to, you guys. Let's see what her dating experience was. So far, all of these girls, cute.
Year just asked me out again. So maybe a little more than a year ago, I met this guy at the gym. We got to know each other at the gym, and eventually we exchanged numbers, and conversation was good. He asked me on a date, and I'm like, yeah, why the fuck not? So he asked me what I like to do. We settled on the movies. He suggested the drive-in. Now, typically, I would not do a drive-in because safety, but because I had seen him around in the gym for a few months, I was like, you know what? I feel comfortable. We've had a lot of conversations.
I go to the gym, you guys, 3 times a week. The gym is not it. The gym is not it. No, ma'am. These men are freaky. They are freaky.
Do it. So I'm like, oh my God, he listens. Like I said, I love the movies. He's taking me to the movies. Like I'm over here planning out our wedding and our kids' names. So y'all, why he asked me to pick him up for a drive-through movie date? How you ain't got no car and inviting someone to a drive-in movie date?
Wait, whoa, horsey. What? Did I hear that right? He asked her for their date to go to the drive-in? You guys know what a drive-in is? It's like a big screen, movie screen outside, and you drive your car and you park in your designated little spot. You have like the little speakers that you put in, class on the window or the door. Going to a drive-in is a whole vibe, you guys. It is so just like old school. It is so freaking fun. I personally, if I were out here dating, I would not go, not as my first date. Drive-in, just sitting in the car, but that to me is kind of intimate. Maybe it's because I know like what we used to do when we went to drive-ins back in the day. It's like a whole makeout session. Ew, no. A dude I don't know, absolutely not. I'm not going to a drive-in. In a dark car? No. You know he's going to be all reaching over, trying to put his hand in your lap, trying to kiss. Oh, that is the worst. When a man leans in, try to get a kiss, and you don't want to kiss him. It's like, no.
Small sedan, and he's like 6'5", at least 300 pounds. And I was like, let's just go to the regular movie theaters. No problem. And quite honestly, I was already turned off because
he wanted to go to the drive-in and he doesn't have a car.
And I was
so
like,
he wanted her to drive.
Let's just go to the regular movie theaters. No problem. And quite honestly, I was already turned off because why the fuck are you inviting me to a drive-in theater and you don't have no car? I could already see you don't think things through all the way. Now, I do want to mention when we rescheduled everything, I told him to go ahead and take an Uber because this is our first date. Like, I shouldn't be picking you up in the first place. I want to mention that all this was found out on the day of...
These dudes out here in 2026 are asking the women to drive. Oh, God. How many times do I have to tell you guys that these men want to be women? What do they call them? A male baddie, a man baddie. These men of today want to be treated like women. If I were you ladies, if a man asked me to drive to the first date, I would literally be like, do you want me to bring you some pink heels as well? You are a girl. Ew.
The date. We had already planned this, and he told me on the day of to pick me up. Nigga, the fuck are we on? So despite all the changes, I made a
guys know I hate the N-word. I hate it. I hate it so much. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Adjustments and we're good to go, right? Why 15 to 20 minutes before we're supposed to meet, he texts me and says his mother is being rushed to the emergency room. Okay. Now he's like, let's just reschedule, blah, blah, blah.
He's not into you. He's not into you. And you know what you should have said, lady? You should have said, thank God. Thank God. He was going to be nothing but a freaking headache.
And I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm not rescheduling shit.
Yes.
In fact, I cease all communication.
Good job.
We don't have shit to talk about. So I have not talked to him in over a year. Y'all, tell me why I switched gyms. And I just ran into him at a brand new gym. Now, he came up to talk to me. Of course, I was very polite, but why did he ask me out on another date? I shit you not. He was like,
I hope you said absolutely not. Hell no. Did you get a car? That's what she should have asked him. Did you get a car yet? No?
do you want to go to the...
Men, why are you dating and you don't have a... I'm done. Unless you live in like, I don't know, New York City where like the majority of people just take public transportation. If you're not in New York City, why don't you have a car? And if you're just like with Tracy, because, you know, I was without a job, I'm in between cars, something went wrong, I had mechanical issues with my old car, it's in the shop. Why are you dating again? I'm asking these very basic questions. Why are you asking women out on dates and you don't have a car? It doesn't make any sense.
Movies on Friday? I was like, yeah. I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, like, let's just see if we can, like, go out. Like, do you still have my number? Why the fuck would I still have your number? And he was like, let me know about Friday. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna let you know. Like, are you serious? Like, why would I have your number? And then why would I want to go out with you again? Please. I'm just being cordial because we go to the same gym. A brand new gym. Like, why the fuck are you even here, bro? Like, why are you here? Because in all honesty, what the fuck am I gonna do with a broke liar? And that's dating in Atlanta. You guys have a great day. Bye.
Atlanta? Girlies, I thought it was a you understood at this point that we don't date in Atlanta. I'm sorry. I know you ladies do not want me to put Atlanta out there like that, and you ladies still want to believe that there are black heterosexual men in Atlanta. I don't know what the hell you ladies are smoking. Stay the hell out of Atlanta. If you are a heterosexual woman looking for a heterosexual black man, come on, you guys. Come on, this is crazy. Okay, I want to hear one more, you guys. These are fun.
Sorry, the camera's shaky. I'm currently on my recumbent bike exercising. But I was encouraged by several women to share my story. and why I've been single for 3 years.
Okay.
So I thought, what the hey, why not? I was seeing a guy for about 8-9 months.
I just want to say, take your time. Take your time. Tell us your story. Take your time. You already know it's about to be something crazy.
And we clicked. We clicked so well. We were vibing so well. I couldn't even begin to describe to you, like, soulmate. Like, I found my soulmate. And I have never, now mind you, I've been married twice before, so, like, I have never felt a relationship like this. And I talked to my mom, and I talked to my friends, and I talked to my
Why is she so winded?
sisters, and you know what? Where's this going? Like, it's going great. Okay, cool. Let's move in together. And he did. And he moved in November. And
We already had moved in together? Wait, what just happened? She met the guy and she just jumped right to, I said, why don't we move in together? What are we doing here? You guys be sure to hit that like button, and say hello to the T-Bird when you guys come in, and be sure and make sure that you guys are subscribed. Okay. I swear I feel like I'm like at the table talking to her. I'm like, baby, what happened? What's wrong?
and everything was great. And then our 1-year dating anniversary came, and he told me, gorgeous, clear your schedule. I got a whole weekend planned out. All you gotta do is pack your bags for indoor, outdoor, and don't worry about pajamas because we're not going to be in them, if you know what I mean. I was like, okay. So our 1-year anniversary weekend comes, and everything is picture perfect. A hotel.
Why is this lady breathing so hard? And why is she acting like she's whispering, telling this story, and she online on these good internets? It's not a secret at this point, ma'am. Why is she whispering? Why is she out of breath? Come on, lady, what happened?
Room with the hot tub. We got this, the food he brought in and the beverages, and he had the whole weekend planned. And he goes, don't worry about it. I got it, gorgeous. I got it, gorgeous. And it was wonderful. And I sat here on night 1 going, oh my God, he's going to propose to me. This is it. Everything's too perfect. He laid out the itinerary. Breakfast in the morning. There's going to be a long walk. There's going to come back to a dinner. There's going to be a bar celebration. And then a little, you know what, with the hot tub. And then he has something really...
I cherish my life every day. Oh, I love that username. Cherish my life every day. Okay? Every day.
A special plan for me during the day, too. And something that he's been wanting to do for a while. And I'm on cloud 9. And the day's going great.
Why is she making me, I'm like hyperventilating. I'm like, what happened? What the hell?
And so we get up, we eat, we go on a nature walk, and he's really bummed because there's supposed to be this butterfly exhibit, and the butterflies didn't show up in time.
What happened the night before? You said you were at the hot tub. You thought that he was going to propose. I guess no proposal. Okay, now we're on to the next day.
He's really mad because he really, really wanted this butterfly exhibit. Like, it was just, he was so mad there wasn't a butterfly exhibit. And I'm like, don't worry about it. And I'm geeking out inside, right? And then he takes me to a paint store and a painting, like a Pinterest, Pinspiration, whatever. And so we go to this paint store and we dress up in head to toe in gear, and we do a paint splatter paint, and the lady brings out champagne and she brings out candies, and I'm like, oh, this is so surreal. And I'm like, I hope he doesn't. I'll be,
This is so, why is she talking like this? Oh, does she talk like this? Do you guys get the impression that she talks like this every day? Like this is just how she talks? Or is she talking like this because of the story? And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, it's so surreal. What are we doing?
doesn't propose here. Like, it's a back room. It's kind of covered in paint, but it would still be perfect because, like, I'm ready to say yes to this guy.
Rachel over there laughing. Rachel, you know I'm not lying. Why is she talking like this?
Go back to the hotel room for a bubble bath, and I'm like, holy crap, holy crap. And he's like,
If I was talking to this lady, I would literally, like if she was my friend, I would be like, babe, take 3 breaths with me. Deep breath in. Like reset your nervous system. I can't even pay attention to the story because you're breathing like this, lady.
one more special thing for Sunday. One more special thing for Sunday before we leave. And I'm like, okay, he's going to wait till Sunday. This is going to be awesome. And then I'm like, well, why would he wait till Sunday? Okay. And Sunday came, and it was a great restaurant and a very nice long walk.
Oh, Zero Tolerance says she's nervous telling the story. Okay. Why don't she wait till she's not nervous and tell us the story?
And I'm like, he's going to propose to me on a walk. And it never happened. And so I'm feeling kind of stupid. Like, okay, maybe I breathed too much into this, right? So on the way home, I was really tired because, we were up all weekend. And he's like, what's wrong, gorgeous? What's wrong? And I said, no, nothing. It's silly. It's silly because, I don't want to scare him, right? Because we are driving home. What if there's one more spot? And I beat him to the punch. Like, what if there's one more spot, right? And he's like, tell me what's wrong. I said, no, it's stupid. I go, well, okay. I go, actually, I said, this weekend was so perfect. I go, and it was absolutely everything I ever wanted and everything I ever dreamt of. And,
I swear to God, nope. I used to date a man who talked not breathy like this, but he was so slow getting to the point. It used to drive me insane. Like, say all he wanted to say was, he picked up soda at the grocery store today. They had my favorite soda. And he would literally, I was at the grocery store today, and you won't believe, I went down the aisle just to get my Diet Coke, and I was about to leave the store, and at the last minute I said, let me go back down. Let me go back down the aisle with the soda, and you will you will not believe when I went back down that, and I would literally be like, get to the point. Oh my God. Why are you taking forever to tell this story? I'm not kidding, and I know this was rude as hell, but my nerves, you guys know I'm a very impatient person, and I've gotten a lot better over the years, but slow talkers and just cannot get to that story drive me insane. I will literally, it's almost like subconsciously, but I'm literally doing it. I'll start doing stuff like this. Get to the point. We 4 minutes and 45 seconds in. Hey, don't think about it, Roxy. Okay, come here. Just come here. Trying to jump up there on that bench. No. Say hi to the good people. Say hi, you guys. She got on her St. Patrick's Day / Easter dress. Cause look at, you guys see the little rhinestone in the middle of the bow. Say, cause I'm gorgeous, Mama. Say hi to the people. Say hi, guys. Hi, guys. Oh, he's so gorgeous. Okay, lady, come on with this story. Look, it's 4:10. I gotta eat my meal, lady.
I thought that I was going to get proposed to by you, and I was ready.
She actually said it. Why did she say it? If he didn't propose, why didn't she just let it go? She actually said, I thought you were going to propose to me. I really thought that. And you guys always think that I am putting on my best acting skills when I'm imitating women like this. These women actually exist. She literally said to this man, I thought that you were going to propose to me?
To say yes.
Whoa.
I said,
Go back.
I go, and it was absolutely everything I ever wanted and everything I ever dreamt of. And I thought that I was going to get proposed to by you, and I was ready to say yes. I said, I love you, and I see myself spending the rest of my life with you.
What did he say? He's already married to somebody? What?
He yanked his hand back so fast and went, propose to you? Why would I do that? I would never marry you.
Snap. This is why you never say that, ladies. She went through this whole weekend. She literally said everything was perfect, but she was thinking that this man was going to propose to her. So then on the way back home, she literally says to him, oh, I thought you were going to propose to me. Why would you say that? Oh, poor baby. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I
This
would never
lady
marry
is
you.
killing me. Wait. She said, I thought you were going to propose
I love
to
you.
me. And he said, I would never do that.
I
Wait.
said, I love you, and I see myself spending the rest of my life with you. He yanked his hand back so fast and went, propose to you? Why would I do that? I would never marry you. Yeah.
Oh my God, this one. Oh, I'm so glad I pulled this one up. Oh my God, this lady is giving me all of the laughs. She's like, girl, don't throw up. Oh my God. Yes, Zero. Zero says she's reliving the pain. Exactly. Why are you doing this to yourself? Girl, she's like,
So I got my ducks in a row, and within 4 months, I kicked him out of my house.
good for you.
That's why I'm single. And the messed up thing is,
I'm really not trying to be insensitive, you guys, but this lady is really telling this story the way she drug us along like this. I really thought that she was going to say that this man said, no, I can't marry you. I'm already married. I thought she was going to say, this man was going to say, no, I can't marry you. I'm down low. I like other men. I have a whole boyfriend down the street. He just simply said, no, you're not my type. And this lady has drug us along like this, you guys. Being so theatrical with all of it. And I want to take it back to the part where he said, no, I would never marry you. Her face is classic. Wait a minute, where'd she go?
and
No, let's go back.
and it was, there's no nothing. It's silly. It's silly because I don't want to scare him, right? because we are driving home. What if there's one more spot? And I beat him to the punch. Like, what if there's one more spot, right? And he's like, tell me what's wrong. I said, no, it's stupid. I go, well, okay. I go, actually, I said, this weekend was so perfect. I go, and it was absolutely everything I ever wanted and everything I ever dreamt of. And, I thought that I was going to get proposed to by you, and I was ready to say yes. And I said, I love you, and I see myself spending the rest of my life with you. He yanked his hand back so fast and went, propose to you? Why would I do that? I would never marry you.
That face right there. Oh my God. If I'm not mistaken, you guys, I'm going to have to take it back to the very beginning. I think she said she asked him to move in with her. I might be wrong, but I thought she clearly is given, she's one of these women who she's trying to push the proposal. This man just had a wonderful vacation, or it sounds like a weekend with her, all planned out, a beautiful itinerary planned for her, hot tub, champagne, great dinner. But in her mind, she's already he's going to propose for me. So already in her mind, she's like, oh my God, oh my God, I'm about to be married and he is about to propose to me. Girl, he not trying to propose to you. And now she done worked her own fool self up like this. And then when he's like, no, I wasn't. But keep in mind, you guys, he just had planned this beautiful weekend. But because she worked up in her mind that he was about to propose, when he then didn't propose, now she's all upset, frustrated. But he never said that he was going to propose. Her face, she's like,
Yeah. So I got my ducks in a row. And within 4 months, I kicked him out of my house.
good for you.
That's why I'm single. And the messed up thing is, I'm still willing to try again.
Try what again? Try what again with who? If this woman says that she's willing to try again with this same dude, I'm done.
And do you know he spent the next 4 months, as I was stepping away from him, ridiculing me because I changed, and he's done nothing wrong for me to change, and that he doesn't understand my attitude, and he doesn't understand why I don't love him enough. And he feels me pulling back, and he feels that I don't love him and that I'm just using him. That's why I'm single. Sorry, the camera's shaky.
I gotta see
I'm
what
currently
who
on my
moved who
recovered
in.
by exercising. But I was encouraged by several women to share my story.
Oh, she said she just finished exercising. Girl, take a beat before you come on here and tell us your story. Ugh.
And why I've been
I'm trying to figure out who asked who to move in.
single for 3 years. So I thought, what the hey, why not? I was seeing a guy for about 8-9 months, and we clicked. We clicked so well. We were vibing so well. I couldn't even begin to describe to you, soulmate. I found my soulmate. And I have never, now mind you, I've been married twice before, so I have never felt a relationship like this. And I talked to my mom, and I talked to my friends, and I talked to my sisters, and you know what? Where's this going? It's going great. Okay, cool. Let's move in together.
Ah, there it is. There it is. She was the one who came to him After dating for 8 or 9 months, everything was going so well. They clicked so well. She talked to her mom about it. She asked him, "Where is this going?" And then she said, "Why don't we move in together?" So, baby, get down. I'm 1 second. I'll be right. Just stay right there, okay? So she is the one who has been pushing this agenda from the start. She started romanticizing this whole thing from the start. And now she basically, as I always tell you guys, created her own reality of forcing this thing and pushing this thing, asking this man to move in with her. He's thinking everything is going great. He then plans this wonderful, beautiful weekend that she also said was absolutely wonderful. But she immediately goes to, in her mind, he's about to ask her to marry him. Then when he doesn't ask her to marry him and he says, "No, I would never marry you." Now she's shocked and appalled. And on these good social media streets, telling her horror story. I'm sorry. This is not, I'm glad I watched it because she was entertaining as hell. But this is not a horror story, you guys. Come on. This is not a horror story. Exactly. Zero Tolerance said, married twice and she trying with these men. Exactly. Child, no. That's going to be a no. No. This is why I always say to me, and I don't know this woman's age, but she said that she's been married twice before. Like this whole fairy tale wedding, walking down the aisle, love is blind. This is a young woman's game. Save this nonsense and this fairy tale for the 20-year-olds. Like you are too old. You've been married twice. You're too old to still be believing in this fairy tale. And oh my God, all throughout her breathy story. And then he had the hot tub. And oh my God, we had champagne and caviar and everything was beautiful. And I just knew that he was about to propose. Then the next day we were out on this beautiful trail walking. Like this is something a 20-year-old would say and be fantasizing. You've been married twice. Lady, you should know better. And then when the weekend went by, she probably couldn't even really enjoy the weekend because is he going to do it now? Oh, is he going to do it now? Oh, how am I going to say yes? Oh, am I going to go? Oh my God, yes, baby, I would love to. Like she got all this going on up here. She probably couldn't even enjoy the wonderful weekend. And as you see, then when he never proposed, now she's all, "I need to say something to you, but I don't want to push him away. But I need to say something to you. I really thought that you were going to propose to me this weekend." And then she got this man basically to insult the hell out of her by saying, "Propose to you? I would never marry you." And so she said, enough is enough, and she told him to leave. This is not a dating horror story, ma'am. And for you to come on here with all these theatrics, breathing all heavy and dragging us along for 6 minutes, saying a bunch of nothing. Ugh. Ew. These women need to stop. They need to stop. And then coming out here on the good social media, letting us all in on the drama of it all. It's like, what are we doing here, ma'am? We did not need to know this story. Cherish said, "Bro, like WTF, what the F is she doing putting that on social media for real?" Exactly. They just put all their little stories out here, but at least let it be a like really horrific story. Like these were supposed to be horrific dating stories. Ma'am, you are actually the one who made that story horrible because you just assumed that this man was going to propose to you. And so basically, she just got her feelings hurt. She just got her feelings hurt because the man didn't want to marry her. That's it. That's all. So anyway, you guys, that's going to do it for this live. Be sure you guys to like the video, feed the algorithm, hit that like button, make sure that you are subscribed, turn on your bell notifications. Next Thursday, we will be going live again, but it will be at around 12 because I have an appointment at 2. And also, you guys never know when I might just pop up with a live. And you guys be sure to stay tuned for the upload tomorrow every day at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the live. Thank you, Rachel, and thank you to everybody who keeps the conversation in the chat going. I love it when you guys do that. Thank you, Cherish. Thank you, Zero Tolerance. You keep a good conversation. You, Rachel, all of my regulars, you guys keep me going. I love chit-chatting with you guys. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this beautiful live. And I will see you guys next week. But stay tuned for the upload tomorrow morning. And as usual, like, subscribe, and share the video with someone if you feel like they can receive the message. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you.